Hello Aquarius, Turquoise Tarot here with your monthly reading for January 2017. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and I wish you all the best in 2017. Happy New Year, by the way. Just a couple quick announcements. If you're interested in a private reading or you would like to contact me, I'm going to post my website and my email address in the information box below this video. Also, if you're interested in making a private donation, which is always greatly appreciated, I'll post the link for that as well in the information box below. I am going to be posting the 2017 annual overview reading for Aquarius. I will be posting that probably in the next several days. It is an hour-long reading, and it covers what's coming in 2017 regarding love and romance for singles and couples. It's also going to cover spirituality and lessons or milestones that you may see in 2017, and it's also going to cover career and finance. There is a $1.99 charge to view the video. It is completely up to you if you'd like to view it. I am still going to be providing my free monthly readings for each zodiac sign as we're starting with this month in January for 2017. Now with this monthly reading, I'm going to do a general overview reading for your sign, and then we're going to do separate spreads for singles and couples regarding love and romance. So let's go ahead and see what the general messages are for Aquarius for the month of January 2017. We have the Lovers, Nine of Swords, the Tower, High Priestess, the Five of Swords, the Fool, Ten of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, for overall energy, we have the Four of Wands. Okay. It looks like there's a sudden shocking event or news that you may be receiving in the beginning of the month. And it may be a situation that causes you some anxiety, some tension, maybe some sleepless nights. And it can be involving a love relationship, possibly with an earth sign. So that would be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Can be their sun, moon, or rising sign, or it can be someone who embodies the characteristics of an earth sign. So this would be someone who's very practical, very stable financially. They're usually someone who's very grounded, someone that handles money or finance and is usually pretty good with handling those matters. But I see here it can be a love relationship, or this can just be like a family, like a sibling or an aunt or a relative. It could also be someone that is close to your family, like a family friend or someone that you consider like family. And there's something here, I want to say with the Five of Swords above this Queen of Pentacles, it looks to me like I want to say that there was some type of deception or someone being greedy and doing something for their benefit and not considering your feelings or your circumstances or your input. I'm feeling strongly this has to do with a family situation. So I don't know if it's a spouse or it's a sibling or it's a parent or a grandparent even. I'm not feeling like this is an older individual. I'm feeling this is someone at your age or around your age range, okay? Give or take 10, 12 years. I mean, 10 or 12 years older, I don't think younger. But I want to say that what this actually does this month is it causes you to reevaluate reevaluate the dynamics of your relationship with this person. So you may say, look, you got one over on me. Maybe you didn't see it coming. Maybe you were too trusting. Maybe you thought that this person had more knowledge or skill than what they actually had, and so you gave them an opportunity to kind of take charge over a financial situation or a circumstance, and they proved you wrong in a sense. Well, I want to say they took advantage. They took advantage of your good heart. They took advantage of you giving them the benefit of the doubt. But there is a positive message here, and towards the end of the month, I see there's a new beginning for you because you're making a decision that I am no longer going to permit this person to treat me this way or act in this way. I'm not going to allow them to have that much power over my circumstances or over me. And I think it brings you a strong peace of mind. And this is a situation that I think intuitively, I think your gut kind of told you, I don't know if I should trust this person. But you went ahead with it. You made that decision because there's strong emotional ties or maybe family ties to this person. But they took advantage of your good nature. Okay. Let's look at this more in depth with these clarifying cards. I want to look at the Five of Swords in the center first. See what that's about. Yeah, someone took advantage of your good nature. We have the Merchant, which talks about contracts, agreements, negotiations. And then we have the Friend. And we have the Servant. So this is telling me that you trusted someone with something of significance. Again, contract, agreement, negotiation. This could even be a marriage, that's a contract, an agreement. This can be you trusted someone maybe with finances. You trusted someone to maybe help you in an emotional situation, maybe play mediator somehow. But instead of acting like a friend and being of service to you, they kind of did something selfishly and took from you. Basically, they did it with selfish means. I want to look at the Tower. Maybe it's an ending to a romantic relationship for some of you. This could be a partnership as a marriage or someone that you have children with. And you were hoping for a reunion and you gave them that chance. You trusted them even though your gut told you not to. Or this could be happening this month in January. It doesn't have to have already happened. I speak of it like it's already happened, but this is for January. But this can also be, again, you have this confidence in this person. You're realizing that whatever this confidence is, it needs to end because of this Tower situation. They've proven themselves to be untrustworthy, and they took advantage of you. Oh, let me get this card back in here. Let me look at the Four of Wands, which is the overall energy. Because I think at the end of the day, the end of the month, you're going to be victorious. Look, we have another Tower. This is the misfortune card, which is the Tower in this deck. So again, we're tumbling foundations. Something shocking is revealed to us at the beginning of the month. There was some secret that was being kept or hidden. And we're deciding, look, we need to move on from this person, from this situation. I know better now. I will not trust you again. Okay? And that's on this Four of Wands. This can be involving a family. This can be maybe you're engaged and you find out that this person's not being completely honest with you about something. There's some shocking revelation in, I want to say, the first week or so of the month. Maybe a week and a half that comes to light. But at the end of the day, you're okay, because whatever this is, you're evaluating it and you're saying, never again. I'm not going to let this person take advantage of me again. And you come out of it like the Fool. You know, the Fool has a fresh beginning, a new start, walking in a new direction. And this Fool, as you can see, the sack that he's carrying is very light. He's not carrying the heavy burden of the emotional trauma or, you know, the mental problems of whatever the situation was. He's starting fresh. He's just taking the bare necessities with him, which are the vital lessons that you've learned out of this situation. Okay? So whatever this is, Aquarius, in the beginning of the month, just know you're going to come out of it on top and you're going to be okay. It's better to know the truth than not know the truth, you know? And the truth always is revealed. At some point or another, you can't run from truth. It always comes out. So let's look at what's coming in for single Aquariuses for the month of January. There's too many cards there, so I'm not going to take that. We have the Ace of Wands, the Magician, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. This card has come up in a lot of readings. Ten of Swords. Sorry for camera. Ten of Swords there. The Hermit. The Five of Swords again. King of Cups, and the Three of Swords. My goodness. The bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like the overall energy being that of the Queen of Wands, this is going to be your energy even though you're an air sign. I feel like the Queen of Wands is saying, look, whatever this situation is that you're finding, it's one that you're fired up about. It can be good or bad. Fired up meaning you're passionate, you're excited, you're motivated, but it can also mean frustrated, angry, resentful. So based on this reading, I'm seeing here that there may be a water sign you're dealing with. That could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or they embody the characteristics of these signs. So this can be someone that is highly emotional. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They tend to make decisions based on emotion. They're not as analytical or objective sometimes because their emotions are very strong and can be all-encompassing and overwhelming to the extent that they make poor decisions based on their emotions. They they can struggle with coping skills is what I mean to say. So you may be dealing with someone like that, and I feel like this person can be highly manipulative, okay? I feel like maybe there's a strong desire to be near this person or be in a relationship with this person. I feel like there is some strong sexual chemistry and attraction. But I think that this person, maybe in the past, they've either taken advantage of you somehow, or you feel like this person's always trying to like win out in some way. They can be petty, but for some reason you still have this strong attraction to them. I have to say, if you come in contact with a water sign this month, or you're dealing with a water sign that you're wanting to, have a relationship with, and you're trying to see if that's a possibility, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. The cards are saying you really need to reflect, and it's saying you need to do some introspective work, because this is a relationship that mimics perhaps a past relationship that was toxic, and you were to learn a valuable lesson from that past relationship, and you don't want to jump into another relationship that's similar, because you're going to end up heartbroken if you do. Although there may be a lot of sexual chemistry, although this person may make you feel a certain way, at the core of it, this person is highly manipulative. They can be very controlling, they can be very selfish and possessive, and it's not going to end well for you. Okay? So the cards are saying, before you jump into another relationship, or even consider just casual hookup, because I don't think that's going to turn out well either. And I'm just putting this out there. Don't get mad at me, but for some of you, if you're casually hooking up with a water sign, or you're considering it this month, you may want to get tested, because it looks like they're being completely dishonest. They're kind of whoring around, and you may end up physically, with something like an STD, if you continue messing around with them. But it's a good idea to get tested anyway, but that's not for all of you. I just think that, if you're interested in a water sign, you just need to kind of let them go, to be honest. They're going to make you highly emotional, and I think you may act irrationally or lash out at them because you're angry or frustrated with the way that they're treating you, or their manipulative games. So just look out for a water sign this month that I don't think it's a good idea, guys. I just don't see it's a good idea. I'm not saying that there's not going to be other potential partners. I feel like there are going to be, but somehow this person wins out over everyone else. I just feel like there's a strong sexual attraction for you to this person. And when other people try to approach you, you're not interested, because your eyes are set on this person. And I think you just need to let them go, because they're not healthy people, or it's not a healthy person you're dealing with. And I want to say this person may be involved with another water sign already, and this may cause heartbreak for you, because I think that this other water sign wields a lot of power with the water sign you're interested in. And I think you just kind of get caught up in their game, that they play with each other. It's not a healthy relationship from what I can see, but it's like they have these power games that they play with one another, and you get kind of caught up in the middle of it, and you don't mean to, but just don't go there. There's other possibilities and opportunities this month that you should be looking at. This person is not it. Let's look at the Ten of Swords here in the center. So this talks about a reprieve, consolation. I think that this person comes in for you and you may consider it a blessing. You're receiving some communication that they're interested in a romantic level. But we have the Death card here on the Ten of Swords. So again, this can symbolize two things. One, be careful that you don't get anything from this person. And for two, it's going to come to an end, okay? Because it's like a shallow person you're dealing with here. They're not interested in monogamy, and they're not interested in, you know, long-term commitment. Let me look at the Three of Swords. Heartbreak. It causes you some restlessness. I want to say, you know, they're the kind of person that makes you lay up at night thinking about what are they doing, or why am I with them, or, you know, you're trying to figure them out, and you're going to feel, if you go with this person, you're going to feel trapped. And the word insecure came to me. You're not going to feel secure in this relationship. And the old woman here is a reminder to follow your intuition and trust your gut. The old woman is wise, so follow your wisdom. Use your mind when making a decision about this circumstance. Let me look at the Queen of Wands, which is the overall energy. So you're going to feel initially like it's a fortunate event that this person is coming and entering in your life, but they're going to cause you some sadness. This card is called melancholy, okay? And you're realizing that this relationship is not serving you. It's not benefiting you in any way. You know, a healthy relationship, there's equal give and take, and this person's not giving anything. They're just taking when they want to take. So this person comes up as a warning for you this coming month. If you haven't been romantically involved or sexually involved with a water sign, don't get involved. Or it doesn't have to be a water sign. It can be someone that is just highly emotional, you know, and maybe they act erratically. They take things too personally. Look out for people like that. You know, those are red flags. You don't want to get involved with people like that. And like I said, I do see some other potential love interests coming in. And there's just this strong sexual attraction to this water sign. And you got to let that go. Go with someone else. There's other possibilities there, but not with the water sign. So let's look at what's coming in for coupled Aquarians for January. I have the Page of Wands, the Lovers, the Eight of Rods, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords, which is you, and the King of Cups, which can be your partner. At the bottom of the deck, we have the World. I'm getting a strong message here that I think you and your partner may be making travel plans in the month of January. I think you're looking at spring, summertime to do like a family trip. I don't see anything negative about that. I think it's going to be good for your family. It brings you closer together. Can be a trip overseas for some of you, or near water, like an ocean, a beach. You may be a bit hesitant, I want to say, about planning this trip, and it may be because of finances, but I think it's going to turn out well. You may feel like your partner is a bit like, sporadic or impulsive with making these plans, but I don't see it being a bad thing. I think you kind of need to let them, plan things out, and of course you can speak your mind about the finances and so forth, but it's a needed trip, I feel, for some of you. Some of you may have decided to go in business with your family, or you're talking about starting a family business, and your partner may not agree with that. They may think it's not the greatest idea. They may be a bit on guard about it. But the Wheel of Fortune here is, tables are turning. So if things financially haven't been that great, I see that, finances will certainly pick up. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. It may take a little time to get off the ground, but I think it's going to be a good thing. So give your partner time, because I think they will come around. It's just going to take them a minute, and they're going to have to see some of the success or rewards of the business. I think for some of you, you may feel like your partner spends money frivolously, and it's causing some disruption in your relationship. They spend out of emotion when they're bored or when they're excited. So this may be a time when you need to have a conversation with your partner and talk about creating a budget or sitting down and going over the finances. Perhaps they spent too much at Christmas because, they may be a water sign. A water sign. And maybe they spent too much at Christmas, and you're worried about your finances, but I see here finances are going to be okay. Things are going to turn around. But again, you may just need to sit down with your partner and tell them their impulsive spending isn't beneficial, and talk about maybe an allowance for each of you or something to that extent. Let me look at this Lover's card at the top of the reading. The Lover's card can talk about a loving union, but it can also talk about a decision. So I see here, again, when it comes to finances, you're kind of going over the books and you're telling your partner, look, you've spent too lavishly. You've been too, I want to say helpful for some, like maybe they're helping a family member or a family friend or someone financially, and you're saying, look, we can't continue to do that anymore. Things have to change. So that may be the decision to be made. For some of you, it's, let me see here. For some of you, it's you've been too giving in the past. Now you're making a decision like, look, we really need to sit down and we need to go over things and we need to plan, we need to strategize, we need to create a budget, or we need to do what we need to do. I can't be giving in to you all the time because, you want to spend money on this or that. You've spent too much, I kind of feel like. When it comes to a family business possibility, again, this card is just talking about maybe your partner feels that you're too giving in to your family, but what they don't realize is this is a decision that you're making independently. You're not making it because your family wants you to. And I think that the more that they watch and observe and research the capability of this business and how successful it can be and will be, that's when they'll start coming around. Let me look at the World card here, which is the overall energy. Yeah, for some of you, when it comes to finances, somebody has been acting very cocky or arrogant when it comes to money, as if it grows on trees. And it's kind of put you in a position where you feel trapped financially. So you may be reuniting with this person in the sense that, look, we're going to work together on this. It's almost like one person was allowed to just go free reign and they've taken advantage for too long, and now it's saying, let's get back together and work on this as a cohesive unit. And let's talk about what works for you and me and what doesn't, and how we're going to make this work and function so that we can financially be secure and stable, but still feel like we have, you know, an allowance to spend what we want to spend. For others of you, I feel like this is talking about a vacation. I feel like someone, you know, it's almost like there's some distance in the family dynamics or the relationship. People are going about things their own way. They're very independent. And it's causing some, you know, unsettling or negative feelings or vibes in the family, because there's not that family cohesiveness or connection. And this vacation brings that unity back. So again, when it comes to like planning a vacation, I want to say that, yeah, you know, you may say, no, you're spending too much. So you sit down and say, okay, we're going to budget. We're not going to stay at the 5-star resort. We're going to stay, you know, where we can afford to stay, but we're still going to enjoy the city or wherever you're going. Just find more cost-effective ways to enjoy it. Let me look at the 10 of Pentacles here in the center. Yeah, there may be some family separation going on and you're wanting things to reconnect, or maybe your spouse or you is thinking and have been thinking about wanting to reconnect with family, with your children, with your spouse, maybe even with, you know, family like cousins, siblings, wanting to do like a big family trip. Does take some thought and consideration, but I do see it having a positive outcome if you do. Okay, for those of you with a family business in mind, certainly stand your ground for what you want and what you believe. I feel like this is something that's been a long time in coming, or it's been on everyone's mind for a while to start this business. You've been waiting for it to happen, and eventually, and now you're trying to actually physically bring it to fruition. Okay, so it's maybe saying goodbye to an old way of earning money at some point, because I do see this family business eventually taking off and being a success. But it's just convincing your partner of such, and that again will take some time. I don't see it ending right away in the month of January. I think it's going to take like 3 to 6 months, honestly, for them to be completely on board with the idea. And even then, it may take a little bit longer. But you know, not a negative reading at all. I mean, it's just little things. I mean, nothing major happening this month. Just going ahead with plans, and I do see your plans being successful, even if it's about budgeting. I do see that being successful for you and your partner. I see financially, you know, things are going to turn around. So, very positive reading. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful new year. I'll see you in February. And much love and light, and God bless, guys. Bye.